Yo, what is up, guys? James Carter TV here to recap the New England Patriots hosting the Denver Broncos and whooping the Denver Broncos. Because, I mean, my goodness, 43-21 final score. And I initially picked the Broncos to win this game. But as I deliberated and I thought about, well, I see all the snow on the ground, and I see these early reports of it being cold, of it being windy. I'm changing this pick. And thank God I changed this pick, because the New England Patriots thrashed the Denver Broncos really from the second quarter on. I mean, even from the first snap on, because Peyton Manning looked like this Peyton Manning from the Super Bowl. I mean, this guy was scared. They were conservative. They were going against the wind. Their lights were off. They didn't know what to do. And it was really concerning to me. And this just embodies the theme that I believe to be the 2014-15 NFL season. Only God knows who's going to win this Super Bowl. Only God knows. Because if you're sitting here at this juncture, safe with your Super Bowl pick, good for you, because I'm not. The New England Patriots are the team right now that you can most clearly say is going to the Super Bowl. There's not another team in the NFL that you can wholeheartedly say, with vindication, with stick out your balls out there and say this proclamation and believe it, because wow. I mean, all of these teams, no one looks really good. The best team in the NFL is the Arizona Cardinals, and no one trusts them. No one trusts Carson Palmer to go to the Super Bowl. No one trusts Carson Palmer to win the Super Bowl. So only God knows who's going to win the Super Bowl. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. It's only week 9. As far as this game is concerned, Tom Brady, I mean, this guy is still a beast. I mean, this guy is wonderful. He's fantastic. He's money. Come on, this guy's great. He had 4 touchdowns today, 1 interception, played absolutely phenomenal. Rob Gronkowski's playing like the Rob Gronkowski of old, and that creates all kinds of concerns for the Broncos and other AFC playoff teams that will have to face these people in the playoffs. Because if Rob Gronkowski's playing this well, if Tom Brady's playing this well in the playoffs, they're going to the Super Bowl, as I predicted, by the way. They're going to the Super Bowl, and no one may be able to stop these people. And who knows, maybe Tom Brady and Bill Belichick can run off into the sunset together. But right now, these guys are playing great. They're playing absolutely great. And that despite not having a damn running back. And don't tell me that Shane Vereen's good. No, he's not. This guy's trash. Only thing this guy can do is catch a good ball every now and then, catch a wheel route. Besides that, he's garbage. And yet, they're winning football games. They've upgraded their wide receiver core. Danny Amendola is actually healthy. Julian Edelman's making plays on offense and special teams, and all of a sudden this Patriots team is one of the best teams in the NFL. And I'm sure a lot of people tomorrow are going to have them number 1 in their power rankings. It's very interesting. Man, this NFL season is very, very, very interesting. I don't know who's going to win it. I mean, at the beginning of the season, I picked the Saints to beat the Patriots. If I had to pick a mid-season prediction, right now I'm picking the Patriots to face, I don't know, probably the Packers, and only God knows who would win that. But that's where my mid-season prediction will lie. And the Saints are still going to make the playoffs, but they're not going to be good enough to go to the Super Bowl. They have to go on the road and win games to do that, and they're not going to do that. So with that said, I'm going to talk about some other games that happened today, some of the results that were interesting to me. I'm still on the record saying that the Seattle Seahawks will miss the playoffs in 2014. I have not backed off of that one bit. Yes, they're 5-3. Good. And that makes them on pace for the record I projected them. I projected the Seattle Seahawks to go 10-6. They're right in line with that projection, with games still at Philadelphia, at Arizona, at San Francisco, at Kansas City, hosting Arizona, hosting San Francisco, hosting New York Giants. That's their schedule. And that's a tough schedule. And it's just that simple. I'm not going to back off my prediction at all, because I still think they're going to lose 3 of those games, go 10-6, and lose some tiebreakers to miss out on the playoffs. The Cowboys lost today. Brandon Whedon stunk. Look for the Cowboys. Next week they're going to Jacksonville. And yes, Jacksonville can sometimes trap a team here and there. But Jacksonville, they're not going to be able to contain Dez Bryant or DeMarco Murray. So just run the football, throw it up to Dez Bryant, and you'll beat the worst team, or one of the worst teams. Worst team in the league, because the Raiders are playing better. Raiders went up to Seattle, challenged them, by the way. Seattle has not won an easy game this season, except for week 1. Since then, each and every game has been on the line in the fourth quarter, including their 10-point win against the Redskins, because remember, they're only up by 7 with 2 minutes left. Then they kicked a field goal, so that game was up for the line in the fourth quarter. This game was up for the line in the fourth quarter as the Raiders went down, scored a touchdown, had an onside kick, still were close. The game was on the line in the fourth quarter. So again, Seahawks aren't that good, ladies and gentlemen. You need to get that through your head. 49ers lose. I mean, I'm still fine on them. 49ers schedule looks a little bit easier going on down the line. They're going at New Orleans next week. Now, I'm not indicating that this is like an easy game. It's not, but I'm picking them to win this football game. Colin Kaepernick's face at the end of this game spoke volumes to me, and that they're going to come out next week and they're going to dominate. And that they're going to surprise the New Orleans Saints, who are rolling, and think that they're going to roll on through to the playoffs. It's not going to be that easy. As the San Francisco 49ers roll through and get the victory to me. And then they go to New York Giants. I think they win that one as well. And then they host, I think they host Seattle next or something like that. But, I mean, their schedule is not necessarily easy, but it's manageable, and I think they will manage. I think they're going to get on a winning streak. Remember, this is a team that won 6 straight games to end off last season, and then won 2 in the playoffs. This is a team that gets hot at this time in the season, so I expect that again. I expect that from Jim Harbaugh. I expect it from Colin Kaepernick. And their schedule isn't as tough as the Seahawks schedule, God. So I think they'll pull it through. But the fumble at the end zone, you never want to see that. This is a game that they should have won. But they didn't, and that's it. You move on. What else was interesting today? I think that's really it. These playoffs, only God knows what's gonna happen, what's gonna come of these playoffs. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be really, really, really interesting. At RG3, this guy, wow, talk about a fall from grace. This guy was a superstar, and now he's just another guy. Get this guy out of here. But that's pretty much it. So anyway, guys, until next time, James Carter TV, I'm out. Peace.